They couldn't have planned this any better as our Bulls get set to start the preseason. Bulls basketball is back. We got a stellar group of young talent ready to run and show us what they got. And Isaac Okoro gets to show the old team exactly what they let slip away. Hey, everybody, welcome to Bulls Digest. Fun day for Bulls fans. Basketball is back, baby. It's preseason. It's only preseason. We know that. We're well aware. But what we're going to go over tonight is we got to run and stretch the floor. We definitely need an improved D, and we need to stay healthy. And we're going to break all that down today. But before we get started, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm noticing only 67.5% of you who are coming by the channel, we're grateful for you, are subscribing. You're going to want to subscribe because you're going to want to stay up to date on all things Chicago Bulls, and we want to keep you in the know, and we'll get you there. So let's get started. So tonight is the night. All the speculation, all the crud. Now, I'm going to say this with cautious optimism and to couch expectations. This is preseason. You cannot win the season in preseason, and you can't lose it necessarily. So the last point I made, stay healthy. But tonight, at least, we're going to start to see, are we building those blocks of all the things that we've talked about in the offseason with all of our young talent, with all of this system in the Bulls, with Billy and with Arturas and what they've created here. And right now, if I'm guessing and if I'm projecting, I think the answer is going to be a mixed bag because we don't have Kobe White starting. But I think the answer is going to be a somewhat yes, Also, out of this, the key for us right now, no doubt, going into the season. So this preseason, what I want to see is I want to see the offense continue where it did. But most importantly, I want to see our defense increase. Our defense was hideous last season. When I say hideous, I'm talking bottom of the league. We let people run over us because they were young. We couldn't take a charge. We didn't get physical. We let people run wild. The average points against us per game was lunar. It was insane. I want to say it's probably 134, 135, maybe even 129.9, 132.5. Brutal. So if our defense takes a step up this season, that will be Herculean in and of itself, and that's the kind of thing that we want to see from our guys this year. Now, what did the Cavs do last year? Now, keep in mind this is regular season, so you can see. go. So read from right to left: 144. 139 and 135. So, boy, we really tightened that up by stopping them from 134 to 135 because you can see that April game, that's when our young guys were kind of in control of the helm. So that's still not enough. that's not even close to good, and that's bad on every other day. So the idea here is, and keep in mind, that's the regular season. This is preseason. Not all of our players are going to play. We want to see the young players get the most playing time because I want to see the most out of them, both ability to offensively stretch the floor and D. But here's the thing. I want to see, does that defense start to collapse? Does that defense lower the score? If you can keep them 122, 121 and under, just even for this preseason game, knowing that they have other youth guys in there as well, that's a win. I also want to see that start of the regular season. I want to see that 120, 115 and lower. I want to see lower games. And I think we can get there. I think that's possible. So our depth chart, you're going to see Kobe is not going to be playing. He's doubtful. And the only other bummer you'll see in that third tier, Noa Essengue. I wanted to see a little of him, but we will see him in the preseason, so that's not a problem. So we're going to be able to see at least the depth we have, how Ayo reacts, how Isaac's going to be coming off the floor to give him a breather, all those things and more. This is fun. So again, tonight does not mean a hill of beans. It's not going to give us the season in our hand, and we're not going to now go, if we play out of our minds, we're going to go, we're here. This is simply a litmus test to make sure that we're checking all the boxes and doing all the right things to make sure we have a competitive, highly competitive 2025-2026 season. Now, knowing that, we know all things drive through Josh Giddey, all things grow through Kobe White. And we want to see these points come up. So he's playing 30 minutes. Now, remember, he had clogs. We all had clogs. But after the All-Star break, the reason those numbers came up significantly is because got rid of Levine, got rid of Ball, got rid of all the clogs. So the key for us right now is going to be in seeing how they all gel together on the court. And it's going to be fun. So the idea was we should see them run and stretch the court on offense, and we should see them actually start to tighten that defense. In tightening that defense, that makes us instantly better. We become a better team. We become instantly more competitive. And now, aside from being competitive, we can win more basketball games with solid defense. If you let them score 128 or north, you're not going to win a lot of ball games. That's just the math of it. So, from Bleacher Nation, this is kind of what they think. Even before the 2025 league year began, the Chicago Bulls were talking about the steps they needed to take on the defensive end. They allowed the single most points in the paint, that's just what I said, per game last year, and were consistently overpowered by tougher squads. Physicality has become a big buzzword for the team, and this has come alongside some fun training camp footage that shows the team practicing charges and bumping. Practicing charges. You think that makes a difference? Yeah, I think that makes a significant difference to be able to play defense in the league. That's the only way you can win. If you keep chucking threes, eventually you're going to run out of your three percentage, and it's going to lower, and you're going to lose the game because you're letting them in at every single turn. So, knowing this, aside from taking an even larger step up from our offense that we had from the end of last season, which we can do, our defense needs to take that next step as a cohesive unit. I'm going to need our 3, 4, and 5s. Vuk has got to start to earn some of that money, or he is bye-bye. He's going to be gone. He's going to be packaged very early and quickly because we need a real big, a legit big on this team with the young squad who kind of fits into their run mindset, who can block shots. Look out. This could be a whole different world for us in the Bulls. Now, finally, what does Coach Billy Donovan think about our defensive mindset in camp? You can't pick and choose things you want to do and not want to do and say you want to win. It's not a buffet. He's right. Rules are the rules. Winning takes what it takes, and you got to be willing to do it. We have taken more charges in the last 2 days of practice than we have in the last 82. Well, that's pretty clear to me that we went from Olay no defense to we're going to tighten and play nonstop defense on our side of the defensive court, where we were doing like Olay, like, please, by all means, dunk it on our face, posterize me. At least a cohesive competitive defense can do more. This is absolutely incredible. So let's see how it all pans out tonight. Let me know what you think in the comments, because I always like to hear what you guys have to say. And please remember to hit subscribe and like, because without you, there's no us. And we want to make sure you guys are up to date on all things Chicago Bulls. And tonight should be a very fun little ride. With that, take care. Go Bulls.